Alright, so today I'm going to go through the first time setup of the SyncroB.it Miner, and it came with this handy dandy quick start guide, so we are going to be following this. First step, it says download the Helium app on your smartphone, so I'm going to download Helium, hit install. The smartphone that I'm running is a Samsung Galaxy S21. I'm going to hit open. I'm going to create an account. Helium accounts are protected by 12 unique words that act as a password for signing in or recovering accounts. Generate your 12 words. And then looks like I need to write these down and back them up myself. So I'm alright with that. Okay. Right, then we click I have written these down, and it asks you to confirm your words. Which word was your third word? Okay. And we're going to set a PIN code. And we're going to add a Helium miner. There are two types of miners on the Helium network. We got hotspots and validators, so we're going to go to hotspot. We're going to go to add a hotspot. And then we are going to choose SyncroB.it hotspot. It says, give me a nice view. Hotspots love places where they can see plenty of sky and spaced at least 300 meters away from other hotspots. Shouldn't hide in a nightstand or bookcase, put it next to a window instead. Buildings may block signals. Try to keep it away from metal meshes, which can block radio signals dramatically. Okay? Diagnostic support allows SyncroB.it to identify issues with your hotspot in a secure way. Sure. Attach the antenna and plug in the device. So, we've got the device. I've attached the included antenna. I haven't mounted the external one yet, but I wanted to get this going before I went that far. And then we got it powered on. So you can see LEDs here, maybe. You can see that LEDs lighting up different colors. Different colors all around. Right on. So, now it is powered up. So we click on powered up. There is no pairing button on the SyncroB.it hotspot. Bluetooth is automatically enabled for 5 minutes after the hotspot is powered on. It can take up to 1 minute to fully boot up. So we're going to make sure that Bluetooth is enabled, which it is. Then we're going to click scan for my hotspot. Location permission. Helium needs access to your location for Bluetooth discovery and to enable location assertion. This information will never be sold or shared. We'd click OK. We're going to click while using the app. And while this thing's lit up its colors here, we're going to tap on it where it says it's connecting to it. We're going to choose my Wi-Fi network and enter in its password. Which is kind of weird that it's asking for a Wi-Fi password since I plugged the Ethernet in, but I think we'll get to that here in a minute, I guess. Alright, set hotspot location. We can use your phone to do this, alright. Ask for permission. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Might be a little closer right there, but yeah, that's it. Antenna setup. Submit antenna and height details. We're going to have a 6 dB antenna on it. At a height of how many meters? Wait a minute. Can I go back? I can go back. Alright. Well, let's plug the big ass antenna in. See what happens. Because I don't think that I will be able to change that later. So let's get the big ass antenna. Cable for it. So height in meters, I'm going to estimate it's probably going to be 25 feet off the ground. 5 meters. So about 7.5 meters thereabouts. So you got this big antenna here. Okay. Yeah, the only reason I'm setting this up right now in the basement is I don't know for a fact that I'll be able to change it later. I would think that you would be able to, but better safe than sorry. So this is a standard in connector. there's two ends to it. There's the part that goes into the antenna, and then the part that goes on the hotspot. So you hold the two ends together and spin the outside knurling on the antenna itself. That secures that part. And then you grab the other end of it and screw that part on. Now I have a ridiculous antenna. So I'm gonna go back to the app here. I'm going to set location once again. This is a 6 dBi antenna. I'm not sure how I can submit that. It's going to be 7.5. Actually, you know what? I think in order for it to recognize this new antenna, I got a power cycle, which would make sense. So, since it's power cycling, we're going to scan for it again. And like I said, this is my first time setting any of this stuff up, so, you know, growing pains, right? Okay, so I select the hotspot. Ask for permission. Set the location to be. Yeah, right about there. So I'm trying to change the antenna type, but it doesn't look like it's going to let me. So we're going to be about 7.5 meters in the air. Next, your location fee of $10 has been prepaid. Confirm the location selected is correct and register your hotspot. So, let's go back. So for some reason it's not letting me change the gain here. It's kind of strange. So for that I'm going to go to their website, which is SyncroB.it/setup. Access gateway settings. Oh, okay. So you can change the gateway settings to use a different antenna type after you assert it. So location insertion. Yep, we're going to be at 7.5 meters. Register a hotspot. So we're going to be registering the hotspot. Please try again. Hotspot miner is waiting to start. Please try again in a few minutes. Okay. What? Let's try that again. I read the guy. I understand. I'm powered up. Scan for my hotspot. Connecting the hotspot. Not sure what happened there. Connect to my configure network. Set location. 7.5 meters. Register hotspot. Please try again. Hotspot miner is waiting to start. Please try again in a few minutes. Alright, so apparently this error that says please try again, hotspot miner is waiting to start. Please try again in a few minutes. I did look it up on their web page, and the consensus seems to be, and this was posted by their guys, is that it is syncing to the blockchain. You gotta try it again after a couple hours. So it's been a few hours, and let's try to start it again and see what happens. Alright, so I'm going to add a helium miner, add a hotspot, choose my SyncroB.it. I've read the guide, I understand. I'm powered up. And then I do have to power cycle it, just search for the Bluetooth again. Hotspot can take up to 1 minute to fully boot up, and Bluetooth is available for 5 minutes after the power cycle. Alright, so I found my hotspot, tap on it, it's connecting. And it's going to use my configured network. It's going to ask me for the permissions again. I'm going to reset my pin. Then I'm going to tell it that I'm mounting this at around 7 meters. I visually remeasured it. It's closer to 7 meters than it is 7.5. So I'm going to hit next. Your location fee has been prepaid. Confirm the location selected. Is it correct? And register your hotspot. I assume it's correct, but there are like a couple little roads off to the right here that I can't really confirm that that's correct, but I mean, I did place the pin where it should be, so let's hit register and see what happens. Registering hotspot. This can take a few minutes, so feel free to close this screen. Then we'll hit go to wallet. And that did not do what I expected. Haha, there we go, my wallet. All activity and mining rewards, payments. Update hotspot. So my hotspot's name is Short Heather Duck. And it looks like they're awaiting the assertion and then updating it. So it's probably going to take a while, but it'll show mining rewards, payment transactions, hotspot transactions, and pending transactions. So that is really cool. I have no notifications. And then convert HNT to currency. Sure, why not? And show hidden hotspots. Why not? So looks like we gotta wait for that to sync. Who knows how long that'll take? Not me. So there will be more parts to this video, and we'll have that up shortly. Okay, so after all those steps, now we can see that my hotspot is named Short Heather Duck. I can click on it. It'll show me statistics. It shows that it is synced. Last updated was 45 minutes ago. If we go to activity, we go to all activities. So it was added to the blockchain 1 hour ago. For 65,000 DC, I'm not quite sure what that is yet. But then we see it asserted its location 47 minutes ago. It created a challenge 36 minutes ago. and the challenge beaconer was in Gainesville, Florida. Not quite 100% sure what that means either. However, it looks like it's running. So, in order to be able to access it, what you're going to do is go to its local IP address. If you've got a router and can figure it out, mine just happened to grab a DHCP address. So, it looks like I am logged into the device. My CPU usage currently at 51.1%. Blockchain height 1,016,771. We got memory usage 858 megabytes. That's kind of weird that it's only a 1 gigabyte unit. But storage, we're using 1.77 gigs out of 13.28. And here you can change the LoRa settings for the antenna gain. So I changed the antenna at this part from the 0 that it was at to the 6 dBi antenna. And then transmit power is at 27, which is the max, so we're going to leave it at that. And then you can also change the LED settings. You can change your CPU frequency. You probably could overclock it if you wanted to. I don't see a reason to do that just yet. Maybe later. So remote support is enabled so that you can reach out to the team that manages it. You can check out your network settings, which I probably need to set up a port forward for, but I haven't looked too far into that yet. And you could do a factory reset of it if you wanted to. And then you could also enable Bluetooth pairing. You could resync it, you could reboot it, and you can check out logs here. So that's a brief overview of what it is, what it does, and then I will divulge more information as I get it, but it looks like everything's running. So I go to the Block Explorer here, and it looks like that there is another miner in this block here. It was active as of 3 weeks ago, but now it's offline. So I own this hex block here, and then there's also 2 over in that block, but these are also offline for 1 month and 2 weeks ago. I don't know how up to date this particular page is, but this is Helium's actual website, and usually the more boxes that you got around you with actual devices in them, the better. So a little bit farther on down Redding here, we got somebody called Hot Latte Rabbit as of 2 months ago, and they've earned 0.46 HNT over the past 30 days. So it's looking like this is filling out a lot more than I initially thought. So I am going to look further into the port forwarding and make sure that everything checks out that way. But thanks for checking me out, and let me know if you like what you see. I'll come back with some more HNT content for you guys later.